Hello and welcome back. So in the last video, we have seen some miscellaneous things with regarding to the numbers, and in this video as well, we will be seeing some more miscellaneous things with regarding to the numbers. So first thing which I want to show you is, remember we have the syntax for determining the power of two numbers. Suppose we have num underscore 1 equals to 2, and then we do double asterisk and then we do some number. In this case I am writing 6. So what does this mean? It means it is 2 to the power of 6. Okay, now we have another option in Python which is like a bit other syntax, but it does the same thing. So if we do num underscore 2, then we can call a inbuilt method uh, which is available to Python, which is called pow, and we can pass two numbers here. First number is 2 in our case and second number is 6. So what it denotes? It denotes the same thing. It denotes the 2 to the power of 6, like this one. This is the same things. Okay, so these two numbers will be same, and I can prove that. So if we do print and then num1, and in the other line we can do the num2. Okay, and if we save that and run this program, we have 64 both of the time, which is correct. So these two are like the identical things, but we have separate like the syntax for doing the same thing in Python, which is sometimes is good and sometimes is bad as well, because it creates a confusion. But yeah, so this is how we can uh, determine the power of two numbers. Okay, so we have two methods. One is the double asterisk, so two syntaxes. One is the double asterisk and another one is the power method. But I know that we do not like cover the functions and the methods in Python yet. So it might be a bit confusing, like why we are passing two numbers randomly here. But trust me, when we will be discussing about the functions and the methods, then it will become much more clearer. But for now, you can follow along and you can use this method as well to determine the power of two numbers. Otherwise, you can use this one as well. No, like no choices here. So this is how we do the powers in Python. Now, one other thing which we can do is to convert the number types to one another. What do I mean by that? So we had uh, like we have integers, float, and complex, and complex. So we can convert one float number to an integer or vice versa. Suppose I will comment everything out here. Now I'll again doing the number 1 and number 2, num underscore 1, which I am doing like something like 8.9, something like that. And what we can do, we can convert this is a floating point number, right? This is a float, so we can convert this number to an integer. How we can do that? We have a method uh, in Python. So we can do int underscore num. Please do not use the variable name int because it is a reserved keyword in Python. And then what we can do, we have the function which is called int. That is why I was asking you, like, do not use the int just to create a variable, because this is an a inbuilt function in Python. So now what we can do, we can pass the num1. Okay, and then if we print the int underscore num, there we go. And if we print that, let's see what happens. Okay, we are printing only 8. And remember, you might be thinking, okay, this number is 8.9, so it is closer to 9, so the int function will return 9. But no, this int function just returns this value, the left side of the decimal point. It doesn't matter if it is 8.9 or 8.99999. It doesn't matter. So if I run this once again, we got 8. Okay, so remember that it is not doing any sort of approximations. It is just giving us the left side of the decimal point. Okay, now what we can do, we can do something like that, like 8. Okay, and then if we do float, again, do not use the float only, and then we can use the inbuilt function which is called float, which converts this like the 8, which is an integer, to a floating point number. So we can do the float num and hit save, and then if we run this program, we have 8.0, which is correct, right? So 8 and 8.0 are equivalent. Now we had the complex numbers as well, so we can do that. So if we do like the num1, and then we can do complex num, and we have again another function which is called complex. So I will do complex. Okay, and now I will do complex underscore num, because this is the inbuilt function otherwise. So if I run this program, we are getting 8 plus 0j, which is correct as well. So if you have some sort of familiarity with complex numbers, you know that like 8 and the 8 plus 0j, it is equivalent, where j is equals to root over of -1. Okay, so we can do these things in uh, Python with the numbers, right? So yeah, this is it for this video. Let's catch up in the next one.